and then just kind of a circle right there, and then just blend out that circle. See how it just made it darker right there in that outer corner. And if you wanted to, you could go back and take some of that look out and go underneath on top of the black to kind of soften it, because black is so black. And you also, again, could use the same color if you want to use this as an eyebrow color. If you want to just, again, and you can fill in the front a little bit with that color. Just kind of helps build the look of the brow without, you know, it's powder. It doesn't put so much wax. You know, I don't like to put too much wax, because wax does exactly what it's meant to do. It waxes. Okay, now I need to blend all that, because see all these harsh edges. So I'm going to take this E55, and I'm going to just blend the front a little bit so there's no harsh lines there. And then right here between the brow highlight and this brow color, I'm just going to kind of, I don't want to some people do a circle like that, but I feel like that kind of muddies it. I just like to kind of go back and forth and blend it, and then I do circle it back here. So again, back and forth right here, just to make sure I'm just messing up that line, but I don't want to overspread the color until I get back here. And then I am trying to kind of blend that color out a little. And just kind of, you know, I know my brushes need to be clean. So there's that palette, and I really do like it a lot. There's a beautiful perfume bottle that we never see, because this is always sitting there, but I like it. I like the way it looks. One of the things I do, just so I don't have a harsh line, is use the back part of my hand. And I usually have makeup wipes here anyway. So I use that, and it kind of helps this area right here have less of a line look. Alright, so now I'm back in this huge purse, because I almost turned all of that over. It's kind of tight here. I need a new set, y'all. Alright, so I'm getting my eyelash curler, my trusty eyelash curler, and I did try this mascara yesterday, and I do like it. It's got a lot of wax in it because it is waterproof. That's what makes it waterproof. They add wax or whatever, some kind of wax probably. But this is the Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Drama. It's very pretty. It's my colors. You know, my logo color is hot pink and orange. This is more like a red. And it's a black background instead of white. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go and look at my banner. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I didn't do liner. I have to tell y'all, I finally got my DHC liner, and I'm so happy. Where is it? Where is it? I got so many things yesterday. There it is. There's my precious, most perfect liner ever. It's the DHC Liquid Eyeliner Perfect Pro. It says Liquid Eyeliner EX, and underneath it says Perfect Pro Makeup. Y'all, there is no better liner in the planet. Bree is saying, play ball with me. Okay. So happy. It's been a while. It's been a while. Here we go. Perfection. Look at that. It's perfection. Okay, I didn't have a very steady hand when I did that, and it still looks good. Oh my gosh. So you go a line, and then go in front of the line and come back to the line. Can y'all see that? And I'm going all the way in this time because it's so nice and thin. I'm being very sloppy, and it still looks good. Bree says, hey, look at that. I really made a mess, y'all. I'm so excited. Pulling that in. Look. Perfect. I coughed, and it still looks good. Okay, so I get my little line and then come back down to it so you can make sure you connect it well down here. You don't want there to be a gap. And then I'm going in front and coming back, go in front and coming back, go in front and come back, go in front and come back, and that's enough. Yeah, that little end turned up a little too much. There. Oh my gosh, this is so good, y'all. Get this liner. You will not be sorry. I think it's like $20. So worth it. It lasts forever. I mean, as far as liners go, DHC, go to their website, and it's the Liquid Eyeliner EX Perfect Pro. Okay? Look at the, it's not a felt tip. It's an actual brush that it's so well made that it looks like a felt tip, but it's not. It's perfect. you can do such a thin line, such a perfect line. It just has give, but not too much give, whereas the felt tips have no give. It's like a pencil on your eye. It just doesn't work. I love you so much. I want to get lip gloss on you. Okay, so I also feel like I need to blend out my blush a little bit. Especially right up there. I overdid it. I'm so excited. Can you be this excited about your eyeliner? Okay. Trying to let it dry so when I put this on I don't smear it. We'll start over here because that's where I did it first. And remember, just put your eye lash curler, the base, down on your lashes, and it will pop those lashes right up, and then you clamp down. And you can do that more than once to make sure you get all of them. Like I felt like I missed a couple, so I'm going to redo it. And right now I'm just doing this straight up. Makes them in an L position when you take it off. But I'm going to let it out a little and go lift your hand up, and it curls back towards the socket. That makes the lash, instead of like an L, more like a C, like an actual curl. And I do both positions. And I hold it and give it a good little, I don't know if y'all can see, I'm kind of pulsating, pumping here with my hand. And then I do it again. Make sure I get them all. And then I'm going to let it out a little bit and pull my hand, my arm actually up, my elbows up and back towards the socket, and that will curl it back a little. Don't push, you're just changing position. I'm so happy because of the liner. It makes me very happy. It wasn't dry yet, so some of it came off. So let your liner dry, but that's okay. I did not have out a wet wipe, not a wet wipe, what am I saying, my Neutrogena. One of the good things about, making sure you have all the makeup off before you start and having these out is because also before you throw it away, I don't have one out right now, but before you throw it away, you can use this to clean your eyelash curler, and you always should every single day clean your eyelash curler. Eventually cleaning it won't even help. Wow. Okay, never use a tissue. I don't know if y'all can see, but about 1,000 fuzzes are on there now, and if you put that on your eye, it will get it all in your eye. That's why you use something wet. I boo-booed. So I am going to be wasting a whole wipe just to clean this, but that's okay. You're never really wasting it. And eventually, this little rubber piece just won't get clean, and you change it out to, they usually come with a couple in the pack when you get your eyelash curler. So just look at it, make sure it's good and clean. Okay. Now it's time to do the mascara. So let's try this mascara. This is the one I was telling y'all about, the Maybelline, the Falsies Push Up. And it's got a very hard, what am I trying to say? Brush. It's one of those. It's not a spoolie brush, it's a comb brush. This is a spoolie. Okay? Makeup wand. This is more like a comb makeup wand. It's hard plastic. It's not a brush. Okay, so I'm going to tip the ends. Y'all know, tip the one on the inner lid towards the nose, and then just straight up in the middle and out towards the edges. And I tip the very end of this. And I have to say, I'm kind of liking this. The first time I think I've tried this with you guys before and I didn't like it. One thing I will say is this color is part of it. This is not black. This is blackish brown. So it's kind of making me think maybe that was it. Maybe the black was actually too, I don't know. Can it be too much for you? I don't know. So I'm tipping out the ends like I always do. And then I'm going to comb back through. And I'm purposely using this little mirror so y'all can see what I'm doing, but sometimes it is helpful to have a little mirror in your dressing area, your makeup area, your sink area, whatever you do to get ready. I just made it into a dressing area. My husband didn't mind. I said, is this too much mine? He goes, babe, it makes it feel like a boudoir to me. He goes, I love it. I love that you're so girly. Okay, again, point the inner lashes towards the nose. Wiggle back and forth on the bottom. Sometimes you're going to have a little transfer on the skin. That's okay, because you just put black liner underneath, so that's fine. And I am going to tip the ends here as well. What I do like about this is the tip end is able to be used for that purpose. It's got a little bit of a, I had a dog hair. It has a little bit of a, the little comb is also rounded on the end with some more of these little teeth, and so it is catching that very, very well. I'm going to go back through this one more time. At least 2 passes of mascara, and sometimes I do 3. And it just gives it a fuller look. It also, with a comb like this, it separates. This reminds me of Chanel. It's not as good as Chanel, I will say, but it reminds me of the Chanel. And it's certainly cheaper and more accessible than Chanel. You don't have to ship my Chanel because I'm not anywhere near any kind of store that carries their makeup products. Okay, I could do one more pass, but I'm gonna, I'm not needing it today, just because I'm mostly going to be around the house. I mean, I like to look made up for myself and also for my husband, but I don't always over makeup until if I, am not really doing anything that day. I am going to clean up a little since I have this little wipe. I had a few little fall throughs. I'm just going to get myself a good clean line on the edge. And I'm done. The only thing that I have not done, let's see if I have it in my purse. I probably do because I have everything in my purse, which is why it's so big. Where is it? Where is it? Yep. Now, I will tell you, this is a boo-boo. I should have put this on before I just put on mascara, so let's hope it doesn't smear. But this is the Rimmel Perfect Match Perfection Skin Tone Adapting Concealer, and mine is in number 230 Fair Light. And can I tell you guys, this is the best concealer, and I'll tell you why. It's not super thick. Especially if you're older, you don't want super thick, but if you're younger, you don't want super thick either, and I'll tell you why. The thicker the product